KASA, Chad Littlefield here. Such a joy to share some space with you all over this last summer. Thank you for rising up with me, for reaching out and remembering your why, for being intentional, for asking questions. I'm coming to you in this video, and my intention in this video is in maybe less than 3 minutes, just to give you 3 different ways to use your WeConnect cards that you got. So whether you're gonna use them at at a district level, with principals, or with teachers, or with even students, 3 of my favorite ways. The first way is a question swap that we did together. So in this room, when there were 1,800 leaders and educators in this room, everybody got a question. I invited people to pair up with each other, ask the question on that card. And the magic and the mechanics of this is that I invite people very simply to swap cards, toss their hand in the air, signaling that they were looking for somebody new, and pair up with somebody else. If you remember, I gave a couple ways that people had choice in those conversations, which is really important to garner buy-in from people who might be a little unwilling to connect before content because they think, what's the point of this? Let me just go lesson plan, right? So remember, people have 100% choice and autonomy in how they answer questions. And number 2, blue cards are a little bit deeper, green cards are a little bit lighter, and purple cards encourage some level of self-reflection. So first activity, question swap. Use it with groups of 12 to 12,000, and it has never failed me. Second exercise, with your inner circle. So let's say a smaller group, perhaps leadership team that you're working with. Maybe you work together for an average of 3 to 10 years. There are 60 cards in the deck. What I invite you to do is lay all 60 cards out on a table and ask the group small, so think like 6-ish people. Ask the group to remove every single question that they feel like they could answer for everybody else in the group. And this is actually kind of mind-blowing. I have never had a group remove more than 6 questions. And the research that we did on the questions in the deck made it that way, right? So I call that 60 removal, simply putting them out. And then if you want connection before content without any extra planning, the cards that are left, if you kick off with just 3 or 4 minutes on that question at the beginning of regular staff meetings, that's your connection before content. That's enough for people to connect to each other, to connect to the purpose of why they're there, and also create space for people to share some of their experience before you get into some of the agenda items. The third exercise, I want to give some love to the introverts in the group. I call this exercise me to we. And the idea is that some people can't think really on their feet. So they're asked a question, they're like, I need some time to ponder this. And so what would it look like to give everybody a question and to invite them in the next week or the next 10 minutes to go off somewhere far away from everybody else, so walk somewhere in the building or outside and just spend 10 minutes journaling their response to that question. And I would invite them, I would lay out all the cards and invite them to choose which question they want to answer. So choose which question you want to answer, you go off, journal on it for a little bit, then come back together and in groups of 3, ideally, I really like that number, but you choose, ideally groups of 3, then share your answers. And it's this way to give people the gift of silence, to really think and process, and then to come share with intention. That is it. I'm not sure if this was 3 minutes, but we got 3 activities with your deck. On the back, there's a link with 10 other free video tutorials and exercises as well. I'm Chad, thank you so much. Have an awesome day.